Tennessee. Appreciate everyone being here today. Fridays are one of our most favorite days. We have lots of new students. So students, let me explain a little bit. As most of you know, the reason why we want you in here is we want you to see what success looks like. And these students all had a different story, a different pathway, and here they are today. We have many visitors over here to our right to come to support these students, and so we appreciate our visitors, our parents, family members. We're super proud they are here today. So students, we hope that you can continue to look for these students. So far, we've had 92 graduates and over 2,400 credits earned. We continue to make good progress, and students, we're proud of you. So can we give them one standing ovation, please?
Good morning, my name is Ms. Beaver, and I get to speak on behalf of our first graduate for the day, Jatasia Watson. Jatasia came to Venture September 2023 with 9.5 credits. When she walked into my advisory, she was quiet, a little shy, but full of smiles. If you've had the opportunity to get to know her over the last year and a half, you will know that she's incredibly friendly and welcoming. She has a smile for everybody that she encounters. Even when she's not having a great day or a great time, she finds a way to smile through it and not let it bring her down. In her time at Venture, she's earned 13.5 credits. She's pushed through classes that she said at the beginning would be impossible for her to finish, but she just kept going. She has a very driving spirit that I think will serve her well in the years to come. When I asked her what she planned on doing immediately after graduation, she said she wants to sign up for a cosmetology school, preferably in Houston. I don't know why she wants to go so far away from me, but sure. Her goal for the next 5 years is to have her cosmetology license and hopefully own her own business. She feels her biggest accomplishment is actually finishing school and increasing her attendance. She did a great job being here as often as she could, had a great attendance rate, and it was always nice to be able to walk into my advisory and see her sitting there ready to tell me about whatever was going on in her life that day. She said some great things at Venture that positively impacted her journey was me telling her to do her work and get off her phone. I pushed her as much as I could in a loving manner to make sure that she earned all those credits that she needed. Some teachers that she wanted to thank were myself, Ms. Smith, Mrs. Van Osdale, Mrs. Bell, and Ms. Bannister. I want to give a special shout out to those teachers as well because you guys really encouraged her. She talked a lot about you and the positive impact that you have on her. She also wants to thank her family, her best friend Yasmin, Chrissy, Zanaya, and Kai. It did not take her long to find some friends here at Venture, obviously with such a winning personality, and you guys really helped her get through this last year and a half. I asked if she had a quote or any advice for current or future Venture students, and she said, "Don't give up now, keep pushing." Jatasia, it has been an honor to be able to get to know you over the last year and a half and watch you grow as a person and as a young woman. I feel very strongly that you are going to have a significant impact on the world around you. The people that you encounter every day are blessed to know you. So if you'll help me congratulate Venture's first graduate of the day, Jatasia Watson. Good morning, all. I'm Ms. Wilson. I'm here to proudly introduce our next graduate, Jacob Garcia. Jacob's here for about a year and a half.
hadn't been an advisor this school year. And last school year, he had Ms. Green, her first advisory group. Ms. Green wanted to share, and I second this. Right away, it was obvious what a respectful, kind, and determined young man Jacob is. His presence in both advisory and class was always welcome, and he worked steadily to make sure that he moved forward to achieve his goals he had set for himself. I have every confidence that Jacob will go and be a success, although we here at Venture will greatly miss him. Jacob would like to share a quote. If I didn't say it before, I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, we can miss it. Jacob achieved his biggest accomplishment of graduating early with the guidance of his supportive family. Where's family? Good. I'm prepared. Especially his mom, Tita, his brothers Caesar and Jaime, sisters Alma and Tina, and cousin Jorge and his family. Jacob's spoken so highly of all. He also wants to thank all of the staff and teachers who he had, especially Ms. Green, Ms. Ritchie, Mr. Ownby, and Mr. Barris. Jacob intends to continue on his journey by serving the Marine Corps and hopes to find a good job to repay his family for all that they've done for him. David's heart is out. We are so thankful to have had the opportunity to know you and the privilege to watch you in your growth and becoming the person that you are today. Thank you. And Ms. Negretti is here to share this message with Jacob's family.
Buenos días, soy la señora Negrete y les voy a decir una mensaje en español. Desde el principio fue obvio lo respetuoso, amable y decidido que eres. Su presencia en el grupo de asesoramiento en clase siempre fue bienvenida y trabajó con constancia para asegurarse de avanzar y lograr los objetivos que se había propuesto. Tengo toda la confianza de que Jacob tendrá éxito, aunque aquí en Venture lo extrañaremos mucho, son las palabras de la señorita Green. Jacob dijo la siguiente cita: si no lo dije antes, lo diré de nuevo. La vida pasa muy rápido. Si no te detienes y miras si no miras a tu alrededor, de vez en cuando puedes perderte lo más importante. El mayor logro de Jacob es graduarse anticipadamente. Él quiere agradecer al apoyo de su familia, especialmente de su madre Tita, sus hermanos César y Jaime, sus hermanas Alma y Tina, y su primo Jorge y su familia. Jacob también está agradecido con todo el personal y los maestros que tuvo, la señorita Green, la señora Ritchie y el señor Ownby y el señor Barris. Jacob tiene la intención de continuar su camino, sirviendo en el cuerpo de marines y espera encontrar un buen trabajo para retribuir a su familia por todo lo que han hecho por él. Estamos muy agradecidos de haber tenido la oportunidad de conocerte y el privilegio de ver tu crecimiento hasta convertirte en la persona que eres hoy.
And Lord, please help me welcome Venture's next graduate, Jacob Garcia.
Good morning. I am Mr. Baylor, and Mr. Pete here.
Mr. Peter Talley.
And we are speaking on behalf of Mr. Isaiah Cordero. Alright, so a little bit about will agree to that. As you saw him strutting on the stage here today. When he would enter my classroom for advisory, which is the gym, he almost always was strutting and not just walking. He always had a smile on his face and always in a great mood. He was never in a bad mood that I remember. One of his great qualities is he had a great sense of humor and always had very thick skin. He loved to play basketball and never got upset when I gave him a hard time about his three-point shot. However, his academic skills were way superior to his three-point skills. In a little over a year of him being an adventure, he completed 19 classes to graduate about a semester early.
All right.
So, when I asked him the usual pre-graduation questions, this is what Isaiah shared with me. He stated he would like to start barber school as soon as possible and will likely attend VIP Barber College. He's also interested in a real estate career and working on his rap career. As far as 5 years down the road, he stated he would like to be a barber with a decent number of clients and on the way to open his own shop. When asked his biggest accomplishment adventure, he stated, keeping his head on a swivel and staying on the right track. The great things that positively impacted his journey would be his advisory and all of his teachers. To quote him directly, every teacher genuinely cares about you and your future and pushes you. As far as some people he would like to thank would be myself, Miss Parsons for keeping him when she could have kicked him out, Miss Sarah Pat for being the most real and blunt teacher, Mr. Pete for keeping it real, Miss Goodspeed for pushing him to finish when he really didn't think he'd be able to in the little time as he had, Miss Beaver, Miss Smith, Mr. Ownby, Mr. Long, Mr. Barris, and Mr. Ostrowski. So it truly did take a village to help Isaiah get done here today, as everybody knows. Okay, Mr. Pete was the same.
When Isaiah was asked for a quote that he wanted to leave everybody, this is what he wanted to leave everybody with. He said, keep it G, and always let your principles guide your actions. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Venture's next graduate, Isaiah Cordero.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Wicker, and I get the pleasure of speaking for Raquel Aaron. I am so excited to be up here today because this time last year, Kayla only had 6 credits when she got to Venture. She had some absent hours to make up, but she also came here ready to get to work. Her teachers loved having her in class. They had nothing but nice things to say about her because they didn't have to get onto her, and she had such a positive attitude. As her advisor, I and the rest of my class enjoyed having Kayla's cheerful personality. She definitely brightened our days, and we missed her anytime that she was absent. Because Kayla was highly motivated, I never had to get onto her for being behind in classes. She definitely made my job as an advisor easy in that aspect. She even chose to go to summer school so that she could continue to catch up, so that she could reach her goal of graduating halfway through this school year, and she did it. Immediately after graduation, Kayla is planning to take time off to be a mom to her son. After that time off, she plans to attend cosmetology school so that she can be a hairstylist. Her goal in the next 5 years is to be a successful businesswoman with her +1. Kayla feels that her biggest accomplishment in high school was actually finishing and not giving up. The great things that positively impacted her journey was her mom, her siblings, her friends, especially Artasia, because she always reminded Kayla to keep going and not give up. Kayla also has some teachers and staff that she wants to thank. She says, first, I want to thank Ms. Wicker for always being there and supporting me, never giving up on me when times were hard, and for being my venture mom. I also want to thank Ms. Thompson, Ms. Goodspeed, Ms. Smith, Officer Gardner, Mr. Woodson, Ms. Wilson, and Ms. Parsons. I want to thank you all for playing a huge role in my time being at Venture and always supporting and loving me. Kayla, I am so proud of you for the work that you put in to be here today. I know our class is going to miss having you around to make us laugh, and your baby boy is going to be so lucky to have you as a mom. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our newest graduate, Kayla Gary.
Good morning, I'm Ms. Van Osdell, and it is my absolute pleasure to stand before you today to speak on behalf of Corey Lindsay. Corey's time at Venture was nothing short of remarkable, and when he blinked, you may have missed it. He came with a mission, he was laser focused on finishing strong, and he did exactly that, graduating in record time. If there's one regret that I have, it's that we didn't get to keep him here longer. Some people cross your path and you just know that they are a good soul, and Corey is one of those people. He has a presence that stands out, not because he demands attention, but because of the kind of person that he is. Kind, respectful, hardworking, the kind of person you're simply grateful to know. His dedication, his work ethic, and the way he treats those around him are truly admirable. Now let's talk about Corey's incredible achievements, though you might want to hold your applause until the end because the list is impressive. Corey is graduating with 31.5 credits. An extraordinary accomplishment in itself, but that's just the beginning. He is earning not one, not two, but 3 endorsements: business, multidisciplinary, and public service. He was a dedicated member of the STEM Academy at Martin High School, an inducted member of the National Honor Society, and he rose to the rank of first lieutenant in the Fire Academy. And if that weren't enough, he is also graduating with a welding certificate. Now that deserves a round of applause. Corey's journey certainly does not stop here. After graduation, he plans to dive straight into the welding industry, and within 5 years, he had his sights set on owning a home and starting a family. With his drive and determination, there is no doubt that he will achieve exactly what he sets out to do. Corey Venture is proud to have you walk this stage today, and your CTC family is certainly proud of you as well. We celebrate your achievements, and we stand behind you as you step into this next chapter. Your future is bright, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our next graduate, Corey Lindsay.
Good morning. I'll ask that for Corey. He did have 3 endorsements, and then as I was graduating out yesterday, I found a 4th. And then I asked him if he just wanted to stick around and do the 5th one, just for fun, and I think he actually considered it. He acted like he considered it, so we're very proud of him. So if you guys will go ahead and stand. And you're gonna move your tassel from the right to the left. And they are now officially graduates. And morning, so I'll say a few things that I know she would say to you guys. So first of all, she would tell you all that she loves you, and she's gonna miss your faces. Beulah, I know she would tell you to bring that baby back, so that she can hold it and kiss it, so make sure you do that. So, and let me leave you guys with a quote that she might have shared with you. You don't become what you want, you become what you believe. So take that with y'all. For those of you guys out there, I know that I've talked to several of you that have a goal of graduating by spring break. And I know that with those that I've talked to,